Danath Trollbane was a seasoned mercenary captain in the Stormguard militia at the start of the Second War. He rose to become General Turalian's tactical advisor during the conflict. He gained renown for his leadership skills during the decisive battle to free Khazad-dûm, earning him a reputation as one of Stormguard's most esteemed warriors and a prominent veteran of the war. His exceptional abilities as a general and combatant led to his appointment as overseer of the Orc internment camps in Azeroth, with his headquarters located at Stormwind. He was called upon to reinforce Netherguard Keep when the Horde reopened the Dark Portal. Leading his forces from Stormwind, he headed to Netherguard, but was ambushed by the Death Knights and the new Warsong clan. Realizing that the Horde would win the battle, his men sacrificed themselves so that he could warn Khadgar, the wizard in charge of Netherguard. Despite his desire to stay with his men, he knew he had to ensure their sacrifice wasn't in vain and rode to Netherguard, which was under siege by the Warsong clan, led by Grommash Hellscream. They were eventually relieved by General Turalian, his friend and commander. For the rest of his days, he would carry the guilt of leading and abandoning his boys, as he fondly referred to them as, to be mercilessly slaughtered. When Ner'zhul took the Book of Medivh and other items to Draenor, he joined the Alliance expedition as second-in-command and tactical advisor to General Turalian. After capturing Hellfire Citadel, he led half of the expedition along with Kurdran Wildhammer's Griffin Riders and half of Valyria's Rangers in pursuit of Ner'zhul. During the chase, Kurdran was struck down by Ner'zhul, fueling Danath's rage. He wanted to launch a full attack on Auchindoun, where the Horde had taken refuge, but was advised by Tathrasar to calm down. While waiting, he and Tathrasar encountered the Erakoa Grizzak, who informed them that Kurdran was still alive. They followed Grizzak into the tunnels of Auchindoun, where they met the Draenei priest Nemoran. Convincing Nemoran that they were there to rid the temple of orcs, Danath and his allies fought alongside the Draenei against the orcs. This marked the first time humans, elves, dwarves, and Draenei fought together. After rescuing Kurdran, he faced off against Kilrog Deadeye, a renowned orc chieftain who stood in their way to Ner'zhul. After a fierce but honorable duel, he emerged victorious. But Ner'zhul had already escaped. He then joined Turalian in the siege of the Black Temple, where Ner'zhul was opening new portals. As Draenor began to tear apart, he and his comrades defended Khadgar while he closed the Dark Portal to Azeroth. They then disappeared into one of the rifts created by Ner'zhul to escape the dying world. Danath Trollbane's legacy lives on, as he and the other leaders from the expeditionary force have been immortalized in stone in the Valley of Heroes in Stormwind. In Burning Crusade, you learn that he and his men have survived the cataclysm that created Outland, and now reside at Honorhold, a stronghold that has stood since before the sealing of the portal. Honorhold was left to fend for itself in the battle against the Burning Legion and the Fel Orcs of Maktheridon, until Lord Khazak reopened the portal many years later. Danath, along with the rest of the Alliance forces, were presumed dead by those who remained on Azeroth. However, it was revealed that many of them, including Danath, were still alive. With General Turalian missing, he has taken on the leadership of the Sons of Lothar in Turalian's absence. Reunited with the Alliance, he has welcomed much-needed supplies and reinforcements from Stormwind and Netherguard. Through these reinforcements, he has learned of the fate of his beloved Stormguard, which was destroyed during the events of the Third War. Once his duty in Outland is complete, he hopes to return to Stormguard and restore it to its former glory. He is the last of the 5 leaders of the expedition who remains at Honorhold. Khadgar has settled in Shatroth after his journeys to other worlds, while Kurdran and most of the Wildhammer clan have established a base in Shadowmoon Valley. He has not heard from Turalian or Illyria in over a decade. Eretor, the son of Turalian and Illyria, has accompanied the Alliance reinforcements and visited Danath in search of his parents. Danath informed him that his father has been missing for a long time. Now in Cataclysm you don't actually see Danath anywhere, but you do get a hint of his return. His return was teased when players would talk to Sciurto, in which he would say, "I'm sick of sitting in this hole. I hope whatever pencil pusher is holding up Danath's return gets a punch in the jimmies." But he doesn't return until Legion. Now in Legion, Danath made a triumphant return during the 3rd invasion of the Burning Legion, taking on the role of a quest starter for the warrior artifacts. While on a reconnaissance flight above the broken shore with an Alliance warrior, he was unfortunately struck by Legion's siege weapons and disappeared after his griffin fell towards the sea. However, he assured the player that he would find an alternative way back. Later on, Danath can be found at a Hero's Welcome, where he reflects on his close encounters with demons and vows that they will not get a third chance to take him down. If the player is a warrior, he expresses his relief at their survival and states that he never doubted them. He also mentions that he will soon return to the front lines. When it is revealed that Illyria and Turalyon are still alive, Khadgar reunites with them on Argus, the homeworld of the Burning Legion. During their reunion, Khadgar informs him that both Kurdran and Danath are still alive, although he admits that he doesn't get to see them as often as he would like. The three of them make plans for a reunion feast once the fighting is over, a celebration of the Sons of Lothar's resilience and victory. So there is one more thing I just wanted to add real quickly. There is a war front that involves helping Danath take back Stromgarde, but otherwise you really don't see a whole lot of him throughout the game. But I thought he was a cool character, and there's a lot more to him in the books. If I really want to do like a deep dive of him, I'd have to go through just all of it, but I just don't have the time at the moment. In the future, I would like to revisit a bunch of these videos and go through like quest lines and everything like that and really go much more in depth than I can at the moment. And that's going to do it for this video. It was much shorter due to the fact there's really not a whole lot of lore on Danath. And before we end off the video, I just wanted to say this real quick. If you're going through a hard time right now, just put your head down and power forward. You're doing great. Keep it up. It's not always easy, but you'll figure it out. It'll all work out for you. Either way, I'll see you in the next one, and do take care of yourself.